Hey, what is up, everybody? I'm Avalanche Fan 133, and welcome back to my NHL 16 Be a Pro Goalie mode. Today, I'm going to be wrapping up my 7th season in this Be a Pro Goalie mode. In total, I started the first season in the CHL, and then got drafted, and then I don't know how many seasons I've played in the NHL. I think like 6. I don't remember if I got at least a little taste of the NHL early on. But anyways, wrapping up my 7th season, which was a disappointing one, and it felt really short, despite I started 35 games, had 11 wins, 786 saves, 879 save percentage, 3.102 goals against average, and 1 shutout. Couldn't get another shutout. A lot of playing around with the gameplay settings. At times I thought I had it, and then other times it just didn't work out. Again, I changed it, and again, I'm experimenting going into next season. So that's great. This is the last game of the regular season that I'm not starting against the Flyers. I started 2 games before the end. After the 5-3 win against St. Louis last episode, we won 2-1 in overtime against Dallas, lost 5-3 against Carolina. Then I stepped in against Washington and we lost 2-1. This game I actually played a total of 3 times, or at least started 3 times. I don't like to do it, but I quit out of 2. The first one was 2 goals allowed that just were more of glitch goals. I was moving to my right, my goalie darted left, right as the shot came, and it went in. And another goal that my goalie made the glove save, but it crossed the line, so it was a goal. Stupid. I quit out of that one. I started another one. Allowed 4 goals in the first period. None of the glitch goals, just my team. It's just gameplay not working. I don't know. I tried out some, then I quit out of that one. I tried out some new settings, and that ended up being the 2-1 loss, which was pretty good. It was a pretty good game. We outshot them, we outplayed them, and that's a little messed up, but we'll move on. 2-1 shootout loss against Carolina then we had, and then in my last start of the season, 4-3 loss against Florida. Gave up 2 goals in under a minute. Just, it was painful. That was with the same settings against Washington, and I was happy with it. I just caught a bad break. The last shot, in under 10 seconds, they won the face-off. It went off my defender's leg, off my left pad, and in. Really bad break. And I'm going to try out these settings. The only issue I had was passing opportunities. Did not get hardly any, and I only ended with a C on team play in that game. Anyways, let's go ahead and simulate this game. We are obviously not making the playoffs. We needed to lose this game and have Dallas win in regulation for us to get that first overall draft pick. Let's see, did we lose? We did lose 6-3 against Philadelphia. Regular season has ended. I don't know if, of course, I came in on the last game. So these are my final stats. 36 games played, 878. Save percentage, 795 saves. 95, and 3.126. Either way, my goalie struggled or something. We'll look at the standings. Not everybody is finished, so let's hang on a second. Let's simulate. Let's just click this, and it should simulate. Oh, it just simulates day after day. So it says, yes, okay, regular season has ended. Now, we go into the standings, and look where everybody ended up. We were last in the Metropolitan. Rangers were close to us. The Islanders won the division with 114 points. They have been good year in, year out in my Be a Pro. And I had the chance to sign with them right after they won the Cup, and I turned them down. That was stupid of me. Columbus is finally good, 100 points. The Hurricanes had 99, and the Penguins had 90 points, making the playoffs in the wild card spot. Let's look at the entire league. The Blues were up there again. The Coyotes, the Lightning, the Maple Leafs, and Kings and Canucks. One of the surprises was the Oilers. The Avs made it. Predators made it again. Predators have been consistent, although they were pretty low on there. Blackhawks made it. I don't think they've made it in a while. Capitals missed out. I think it was the season that they started off really well, but really struggled at the end. Wild didn't make it. The Oilers didn't make it. I was surprised that they kind of fell apart. I thought they were going to be good for a long time. Really struggled in scoring. Their defense was decent, but the scoring just wasn't there. Maybe they had a lot of injuries. And one other team, Ottawa, I wanted to look at because I started this season with them, and they did not make it. They struggled. And yeah, I really wish they would have kept me. Their goals against were high, and their scoring wasn't too great. I felt like I made a good difference in New Jersey. Like, they started winning a few more, and Dallas did win in regulation, so I believe there's no draft lottery on this game. It's just whoever's in what place gets the pick. So that should mean we get the first overall draft pick in the draft, as we had 3.28 goals against per game and 2.402 goals for per game. The worst team in the league. Our power play percentage was okay. Penalty kill was pretty bad at 78%. We were terrible at home. Okay on the road for a bad team. And we finished 4-5-1 in our last 10. Wasn't good. Watson led us in points. Just a quick overview of who did what here. Watson led us in points. 28 goals. Very good. Henrique was right behind him. 47 assists. Steele did pretty well. Watson and Steele are young, so they should get a little better. They're getting up there towards where they won't grow anymore, so I don't know how much more they will grow into their overall. Adam Larson did pretty good. I mean, still 29, elite defender, 92 overall. Very good. Severson did pretty good. We got to get some better forwards in here. Watson was plus 13 and Henrique was plus 6. That's very good for a bad team. They led the team. Those were the only two that were not negative. Boucher was -1. He had a lot of injury troubles. And Spears was worst at -32. Probably shouldn't have been on the NHL roster. Zaka was -27, and he's a sniper. His defense is only 3 stars, though. Overall, I'm excited that we have some young guys who can possibly get a little better, but we need to bring in some guys. Whoops. Let's go over. I don't know why I hit start. Not that. We wanted to go over to goalies, if the game will load. Over to goalies. Blackwood led in starts and didn't do too well himself. He was the main guy when I came over, and I ended 11-17. Not great. Maybe should have had a few more wins, since shootout wins don't count on here for some reason. 110 goals against, 905 shots against. I mean, I don't think I had a terrible year, but it could have been better. I wish I had figured out the settings. He was so close to 90%. 4 shutouts for Blackwood and 2 assists. So that's a look at the stats. Let's just look at the playoff tree. I'm going to probably just sim through it all. Ooh, St. Louis and Chicago, which is looking like a regular matchup in this year's Stanley Cup playoffs in the first round. Avs and Predators, Canucks and Kings, Coyotes and Ducks, Blue Jackets, Hurricanes, Islanders, Penguins, Maple Leafs, Sabres, Lightning, and Panthers. And it's looking kind of interesting. I think some new teams are in here. And we'll see who can win it all. I'm going to just be simming through it, not going round by round like I usually do, because my team's not in the playoffs this year. And hopefully get done this wrap-up video a little sooner than the last couple. The last couple have been long because I've been a free agent and my team's been in the playoffs. So let's go ahead and just simulate a while. Probably simulate into June. And I'll chime in if something happens. Okay, so the playoffs have ended, and the Carolina Hurricanes will be taking home the Stanley Cup this year. The Calder Cup champions are the Texas Stars. It's gonna continue simulating, but I want to look at how the playoff tree ended up. As long as it still lets me. Yeah, it does. So the East Carolina Hurricanes make it all the way. Colorado made it to the Western Conference Finals and got beat by LA in 5, and then Carolina beat LA in 7. Wow, Carolina went through Columbus, then the Islanders, then the Panthers, then the Kings. And then the Kings went through Vancouver, Arizona, 4-0, and then Colorado. Wow, they blew through everybody pretty much. And wow, St. Louis and Chicago went to 7 games, so did Colorado and St. Louis. Huh. So the Hurricanes, good team, won the Stanley Cup. The Kings were in there again. And yeah, some teams to keep an eye out for next season. I'm not a free agent this season, so I can't be like, ooh, I wonder if somebody's going to sign me, whatever. Sadly, not a free agent, but who knows what will happen. We can't view lines or anything. We can look at an activity feed, but I think I'm going to just simulate up into the preseason. I kind of want to see who we draft first overall. I'm going to simulate up to here real quick. Okay, so my poise went up again. Wasn't even in playoffs. So I guess that just goes up the older your the older your player gets. Sometimes. I assume it would improve if you make the playoffs and play in big games too, but that's interesting. Just something to note. Okay, we're on the NHL entry draft. Nothing happens if I click it, whatever. But if I simulate to next day and then look at the activity feed, I mean, it'll say names of people. I don't know if it'll... I don't think it's gonna say anything else, though. Ooh, there's some, trading blocks. Blackwood is on the trading block, huh? Steven Stamkos won the Hart. Oh, I gotta look at the awards. Player and pick trading, no. Contract renewals? No. Let's see. AHL League up. I don't know. No. Call up, no. Waiver claims, no. No. That's injuries, no. No. It doesn't say, oh, pick and trading. I'm blind, and it didn't say anything. So, I don't know. We'll just have to find out who we got and so on. And let's go over the awards really quick. Just for the heck of it. Hurricanes won the Cup. President's Trophy went to the New York Islanders. After Edmonton 2 years ago won the President's Trophy and they didn't make the playoffs here. That's pretty crazy. St. Louis won it last year and they made the playoffs. Got beat in the second round by the Avs. Kings and Hurricanes were in the Stanley Cup Finals. And Tarasenko led the league in scoring points. Beat out Stamkos for once. He won the last two. Stamkos was the most valuable player, though. Pretty crazy. It's been 3 straight Lightning players. Doughty won the Norris. Tarasenko again. Calder, Johnson. Booth, Conn Smythe. Wow. A goalie, or... I have no idea. Like, it's the first guy on this list that I don't know who he is. He won, he won the Vezina too. Wow. Definitely a goalie. Wonder how good he is. He played for the team with the fewest goals scored against it. Man, he brought home the hardware. Graves, yeah. Taves again with the Selke. Ted Lindsay is Stamkos. I'm trying to remember what all these are because, whoops, And then Tarasenko, again, leading the league in goals. Tarasenko brought home a lot of hardware. Anyways, let's get to the preseason. Okay, we're finally here. I have high hopes for you this year. Yada, yada, yada. So, it's a starting year for the Devils. For the first time, I'm starting with the Devils. Last year started with Ottawa and then got claimed in the middle of the season by New Jersey when Ottawa tried to send me down. I'm penned in for the pro roster. I have a one-way contract, so that could happen again. I could get claimed. I just saw I went up to 94 overall too. Worked on a bunch of stuff. Well, not all that different of stuff. 11 hours to pour into something. I don't know what. So let's do core, or we'll do core. And then one on rebound and one on screens. In the regular season, my training doesn't seem like it matters much. Now this was me pouring 30 hours into sprints. I wanted to see how much of a difference it made. Not all that much for the only 572 experience, but it did good for my overall bar. I started working on sprints, which is durability and endurance, and breakaway toward the end because I worked on stick side once, so that went up a little bit, but overall I'm not worried about my reflexes too much because they're pretty good and they get better during the regular season in games. Other stuff doesn't. So I got my rebound control to 94, my recover up to 91, I'm pretty happy with that, and speed up to 92, so that went up 2 points. Wanted to get my speed up there. And vision up to 90. So I'm pretty happy with my goalie. I really don't feel like I have an area to work on too much. I was just working on durability and endurance and breakaway just to get that up higher. Maybe it'll make my goalie a little better and get me higher overall, and maybe teams will be more interested or give me a better contract. Who knows? At least my evaluation period ended last season, so it'll be brand new for the preseason. 94 overall. We'll start against the Islanders and then the Stanley Cup winning Carolina Hurricanes. So let's see our lines, even though they won't be fully filled out. Mikola is undrafted. I'm looking for that one guy who we drafted probably first overall unless we traded him. Steele's back, Kobayashi, Olawa. I want to look. 2021 6th round, Naslund, top 6 forward, 19 overall, or 19 years old. Overall, that would be horrible. Left wing playmaker, 1st round, 2nd pick in 2022. Was that last year? Last draft? Or I don't know how it works. Yeah, it was 2022. So he was our guy. Nicholas Naslund, 19 years old. I don't know why he was 2nd pick. Maybe it does kind of work as a draft lottery. Maybe we didn't get the 1st overall pick. But he's a playmaker. I don't know why he's playing center right here, but he's 71 in faceoffs, not bad. Defense is only 2 stars. He probably won't make the pro roster this year. Hoping for a guy who is ready to play this year. So that's kind of disappointing. But he's got top 6 forward. I was hoping for better too there. But oh well, I guess. I mean, at least refuels the old AHL club. This guy's another 19 years old. 2nd round, 31st overall, right-handed 2-way forward, top 6 forward. I mean, medium potential. Not bad. Not bad. Another guy, 87 speed. Dang. And he's 6'2". That's pretty good. Oh, wow. Naslund is 6 foot and he has 77 speed. I'm not sure. Let's look at defense. Jelna, Zykov, Bertram, top 6D. He wasn't with our team last year, but unless he was scratched. Could have been. I don't know. Merrill was. Craig, I think, yeah, he was on the AHL team. And Adams, I do remember him. Wow, his senses are bad. Dang. Okay, goalies, me and Halpern. I don't remember if he was with the team or not. I don't know. I'm still medium franchise, 24. Still only 24, despite all these years. And I don't know why my player's picture has his eyes closed. Not very photogenic. 1 year remaining, though. I am waiver eligible, so I could get sent down and claimed. I don't know if this is going to turn out any better. Doesn't look good from what I see right now on this starting lineup for our first preseason game. But we'll see in our first game who we get. Or we'll see as the preseason goes on who we're going to have on the NHL roster. And hopefully they signed a couple people, maybe traded for a person. I don't know. I can't look at like our AHL club, or I can't look at anything practically. Let's see who we open up against in the regular season. The Capitals, and then the Capitals. Home and home series right there, back to back to start the season. What the heck? The NHL hates us. And then the Islanders and Sharks and so on. I'm hoping I can figure things out again. I kind of dropped this game again and got discouraged when the settings, I just can't get them to where I want them. My goal is 94. He should be having good games. I just want to make the playoffs and try to win in the playoffs. That's all I want. I will show off really quick what I'm using right now. It's pro difficulty. I'm trying anything. Pro difficulty, hardcore base game style. I did have that penalty time scaling up here. It must have changed it. I'm gonna leave it for now. I'm gonna have to tweak around. I might even try the period length up one more again because I'm not getting any passing opportunities. Checking is untouched. Goalie's CPU reaction speed's down one notch. That's it. Passing is just the way I like it. The pass speed down a notch and the pass interceptions up a notch. Shooting is untouched. General, I think, is untouched. I did switch it back to latest. I don't know if it matters at all. All I have is 1.00 and latest. I don't think it matters. Attribute effects is up there. I mean, untouched. AI learning, I'm gonna mess around with that. I don't know if it does anything. Somebody told me once that they got better games with it at 0, but I'm just trying different things because I don't know. I don't know if the AI will start trying different things. Maybe it'll work better if I have AI learning up and then I make it tough to score. Maybe they'll attempt different things. I don't see any difference with the AI learning. I'm not sure. The penalties are up, of course, and that was it. That's what I'm using right now. It is a big time work in progress. I've only played 2 games with it. The 2-1 loss to Washington was with the CPU goalie reaction speed even with mine. And then the 4-3 loss was with it down a notch. And at least there was more goals. I don't know. I'm going to try this more. Try it in the preseason. Unfortunately, it's going to change for the regular season because this game's annoying. And I'll try to do stuff. I don't know. I'm getting discouraged with how I can't get a decent game and make the playoffs and get on a good team. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing this because this is the start of April. And I got something to play during the summer that's other than hockey. So I don't know how long I'm going to be going. I'm going to try to get through next season and we will see. But be alert, I may just completely die on it any episode now. I don't know. I've really been into this year's version. That's why I've played so far. That's why I'm going into my 8th season. I've really liked it. Even though I've gotten discouraged at times, I've jumped right back into it, and something's kept me going. It's mostly the new goalies. But yeah, anyways, enough blabbering. If you guys like this, please leave a like. If you have anything to tell me, like any settings you're using, anything, I don't know, any teams you want me to go to, because after the season, free agent, I may also just get claimed by somebody. I don't know, and I hate that. And I hate the coach feedback because it's so broken, and I'm probably going to get sent down at one point, even though I'm hitting my marks. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just a little upset. And, yeah, be sure to check out my other video that I just recently posted about a playoff mode I'm going to be starting as a goalie. And leave a comment what team you want me to play as. Whenever the real NHL teams get locked into, get locked in their places, or when the regular season ends, I'm going to be starting that up with whatever team gets the most votes. I think the Rangers and Penguins were right up there getting the most votes. So if you don't want me to be those teams, go in and vote for your favorite team. Anyways, guys, I'm Avalanche Fan 133, and I will talk to you guys later. And this is a short little video asking for which of these teams you guys want me to play in my next goaltender GM. Although it's not going to be really a GM, I guess. I might even name this differently. I don't know.
Nathan, get back in. Nathan, no. Oh, my God. Wait, no.
Oh, no.